What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. This is a partial recap of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 2, which aired on Sunday, April 14th on the Bravo network. Now, I wanted to make this video to point out something that I've noticed in one of the leading cast members of the show, Miss Nene. I've been watching Housewives of Atlanta since the second season, and it had never dawned on me about characteristics of one person on the show. But during the season, I believe it's the first season when Marlo appeared on the show and she had the big blow up with Nene in the park, and she kind of walked behind Nene to let her know, you're not going to be handling me like that. She was pretty much just fed up with her. She let her know, you got the wrong one. And Nene was pretty much running out of the park. She was like, get them cameras out of my face. She was mad because she was exposed. But at that time, I didn't really know what narcissism was. I didn't know anything about a narcissist. But she has all of the traits of a narcissist. She's manipulative. She's very snobbish. She lacks empathy. She's all about herself. It seems like it takes a lot out of her to show genuine concern or to, just to reason with people. I believe that she only shows up to certain events that things that the other ladies, if they do an event or have a party, I believe the only reason she show up is to be in the spotlight. She has to make a grand entrance. Everywhere she goes, she got to make it all about her. She got to be seen. And she always, have this attitude about herself. She's just the best thing going. She's God's gift to the world. I mean, traits of a narcissist. But I only believe that she show up to these things because it's a certain amount of camera time that she have to do for the show. Other than that, I don't think she would really even show up, because narcissists hate to see other people in the spotlight. This is why on this season, I noticed how much anything that she attended, she made it about her. And during this season, we found out about Greg battling cancer, but we knew he was sick by seeing a lot of the postings on, social media, on Instagram mostly. And this was before the season 11 even aired. But Nene is a very self-centered individual, and she's completely made everything on this season all about herself. And they may even be on the verge of separation or divorce, because she's made the headlines already for being at her wit's end with dealing with her husband while he's battling cancer. And I'm just I've never heard nothing like that in my life, for a spouse to want to up and leave because the person, their spouse, who's the husband of the wife who's battling a deadly disease, a life-threatening disease, they're too much to handle. So I don't think I'm going to stay in this marriage very long. I just never heard of nothing like that before. I've never heard of that. And I know that they may be couples that they just don't have that close-knit relationship. It's just not they don't really have that love there. But for the sake of the title that you're given in a marriage, and you remember your vows and you want to live by that till death do us part, you're going to stick it out with the person. You're going to be there. You're going to make it a point to be there for however long God allowed this. This is just something that she should want to go through this with him. I mean, the man is battling cancer, and all you could think about is he's not easy to deal with. He's grouchy, and she just made it all about her feelings being hurt when she was supposed to get him a vegan chef, and they showed that on one of the episodes. So when the chef, I think I did a recap on it, but I stopped doing the recaps because I wasn't getting any views, so I just stopped doing the recaps. But And they showed a scene where he was like, you said she was a vegan chef. Like he was kind of aggravated and fussing at her. She should understand where he in one of his moods today and be able to put her feelings aside. She should be strong enough. I mean, this is a grown woman, to understand what he's going through. Try to be understanding and sensitive to the situation. The man is battling cancer and all you could think of is he being mean to me. But that's how narcissists are. She even made fun. She said nasty things to people and throws shade throughout the whole season. She's even made fun of Portia's weight on the reunion. I'm sorry about that interruption. She'll hit below the belt because that's what narcissists do. They'll hit below the belt and get completely off subject when you're telling them about themselves. They can't handle it, so they'll come up with something to really try to hurt you, to take the focus off their flaws. She even made Eva's wedding all about her. She broke down crying a couple of times during the show because she's stressed out dealing with Greg and his cancer. And narcissists, they will just stoop low as to make a person who's fighting for their life feel guilty for being sick. Like this is something he asked for. Because she's expected to be the caregiver. I mean, she's the wife. And it's just something that she chooses not to do. It just seems like she just don't want to be in that position and she won't. I just don't see her staying with him very long. I hate to say it, but I don't know. They just may end up getting separated. She claims that he's not easy to deal with. Well, I can imagine because of what he's going through, but I'm pretty sure he has his up and down days, like I say. And she just needs to put her feelings aside and ask God for full healing. She needs to pray. Ask God for full healing and to give her strength and understanding of what he's going through. She should also just ask God to give her courage to continue this journey with him. But you would expect the narcissist you don't expect a narcissist to be that way, but the way they portray themselves, like they're just a total opposite of what they portray. The narcissists, they wear masks. But she loves to speak about, because I'm blessed and I'm this and I'm that and I got money. Like to throw that up. I don't know. It's just the wrong things that they like to use to make their life look so much better than everybody else's. But you never hear her speaking about, like they had the meeting and saying that they prayed. Oh, we cried and we prayed for Greg. But it's just like from her, it's just emptiness. Like it's nothing there. It's just a line that she's told to say on the show. So, I don't know. Narcissists, as soon as they feel themselves like doing a little better, they just come up with like an agenda to try to suck you back in, like the love bombing. And I just feel like that this is what she do when she gets ready to throw a party or something. She's love bombing. She's love bombing the same supply. I also heard that she wants some former cast members to come back. And I'm like, now that sounds just like a narcissist. Because we know that they rotate the same supply. They just recycle the same supply. So she wants cast members who left the show 2-3 seasons ago to come back for the new season, for season 12. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Why would they put them off the show to begin with? How about get new people for the show? I want to see some new faces and better attitudes and less drama. I also noticed during the reunion that she wouldn't let anyone get a word in. None of the other cast members were able to fully explain to her what they mean. Or she would just quickly dismiss it or say, well, that's your opinion. I don't know. I mean, she's just very passive aggressive. And when they told her that she's passive aggressive, she didn't even know what that meant. She just dismissed it and was like, well, I'm not passive aggressive, so you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, you don't even know what it means. She just don't have no kind of argument. She just wants you to shut up, and she's not going to give you the satisfaction of knowing that she's trying to understand what you're saying or reason with the situation, whatever the complaint is about her. But I think the ladies are just done with her this season. Like I say, she's left a nasty taste in everybody's mouth, especially the viewers. But the last thing I wanted to mention, which stuck out to me about her character, is how she feel like everybody gangs up on her. And then when this happens and they tell her about herself, she just started crying and playing the victim role and talking about, please don't push me over the edge because I'm already on edge. I got enough on me. And I'm like, please push her over. Please push her over. Because she need this. It's too many times that we've seen her break down and she don't fully explain what she's feeling. Like narcissists have a hard time explaining their feelings. They put on an act so much they don't even know how to get in touch with that part of themselves. So the show just, it shows so much of the real her this season. And I know the other ladies were blindsided by this, not knowing that this is what they were going to get from her this season. But this is a blessing in disguise, because now they can just completely cut themselves off from dealing with her. They thought they had a friend, but she's nothing but a narcissist. And they don't need that negativity in their lives. Like, she completely drained everybody on the show this season. And I'm just glad that the ladies finally got it off their chest, how they feel about her and her behavior this season. And how very abusive of a friend she is. Also with her own husband. Like, just no empathy at all. Don't care at all about the man's condition. And I really do hope that her and Cynthia have ended their friendship for good, because Cynthia is now beginning to realize how toxic of a person that she is. So that's just something I wanted to talk about real quick about the reunion part 2. I just wanted to give a quick recap and review on what happened, because I speak a lot about narcissism, or most of my videos are on narcissism now, and I just wanted to point that out. If you want to, you can check out the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, it's on a reunion now, but it comes on Bravo on Sundays. You probably can catch the the reruns, and you'll see who I'm talking about on the show. I didn't know if I can really use her full name on it. I don't know, but that's just something that I wanted to talk about real quick. So if you all like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And as always, thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.